Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of My Player Career Mode. If you missed the last one, definitely go and check it out. It was the Champions League final up against Manchester City, and you guys will know the result because it's just popped up on the screen there, so yeah, whatever. Anyway, today we're going to be embarking on the European Championships with England. You've seen our group in the previous one, but here it is again. We've got Germany, Portugal and Bulgaria. The other groups then, Netherlands, France, Romania, Slovenia, with Czech Republic, Belgium, Greece, Northern Ireland making up Group B. And then finally, Poland, Turkey, Spain, and Norway in Group A. So the plan of action today is to give you guys the entire group stage, which we'll hopefully be playing for all three. Haven't played a game for England in quite a while. It's been a pretty long time since we last featured for our country. But we're going to move it back down to 4 minutes, as we usually do, because we had that final on the 8-minute standing. Nevertheless, it's about time we jump ourselves into this game. There's going to be no talk of transfers or anything like that, where we're going next, because honestly, I don't know. I don't know where we're going next. My focus, though, is within this thing here with England now, because we've got to go Bulgaria up first, and then Portugal and Germany. So, arguably, this is going to be the easiest game to win, and it won't even probably be that easy. That is the side England have got, though, so we will see. We're up against them, and we lead the line with Harry Kane. It's been a while as well, so much so that we are now 91 rated. We actually don't look out of place next to Harry Kane. Now that all the shaking of hands are done, it is time to get this European Championships underway then. And like I said, we actually weren't at the same rating as Harry Kane last time we featured with him, but we are pretty much there. He's 92, and we are standing 91 as well. I don't think we played with Phil Foden last time we were in the England setup, so it's good to see Phil out here. What is he going to do, though, with this first opportunity he's really been given, as he has a shot, which has gone wide, and it's a corner ball. Dele Alli stood over it, ready to take it. Will be pretty cool as well to get straight back into the goals for England if we can. Spent a fair few years with Barca now, learning our trade. Well, I say learning, we've largely dominated La Liga. As immediately a chance sent to the back stick, which we're on here. And I'm actually not even offside. I thought I was offside, which is why I kind of lashed at it, but I was onside. It is a weak volley on the weak foot. So much so the keeper, I don't even know what the keeper's trying to do. That right there, that little passage of play had so many errors in there. I don't even want to put it in the video, but I'm gonna, because it's a chance. Foden will find us with a nice little ball, which is easy to bring under control. Back to Phil Foden. Now Dele Alli. Now Harry Kane, and Kane's gonna score. Tremendous finish from the big man. England 1, Bulgaria 0 after 11 minutes. What a move, and the captain puts us in front here. Sensational finish, and that is what Harry Kane can do, though, isn't it? I mean, we dropped deeper. This is one thing we used to do for England when we were in the side a lot. But the last time we really featured, I think, was when we were in the European Championship qualifiers game. We used to drop deeper to allow Harry Kane that little bit of an opportunity to make stuff happen a bit further up the pitch. We've done it there, and boy, has he put us in a good standing. Great finish, Harry Kane, 1-0 England. Ali's ball gets us away as well, and Bulgaria struggling now to keep pace, and it's going to be 2 for England. Immediately after we go 1 in front, we're now 2 in front. Not a clue what the celebration is. I need to work on that. It's been so long, so I need to work on the celebration for my country. But still, after only 15 minutes, I guess you could say that it's already looking like it's job done for England, and we're not even a third or so into this game yet. It's really ridiculous, not even a quarter into the game. But still, good finish. We need to keep going, though. And send a message, really, because we've still got 2 more tough games after this. I mean, 2 goals in 4 minutes, but no time for really celebrating, because still so early in the match that there's no real point, really. So we'll just continue on regardless. Harry Kane found as we find Phil Foden. Foden's going to send one through again. We might be in for number 2 here if we can get wrong side of the defender, which we have done. And inside the box again, and I've put it wide. That should have been it. I could have had a hat-trick. I actually could have had a hat-trick inside 20 minutes here if I'd have played my cards right. What am I doing? Kane, Foden, Alexander-Arnold lets it run. He's on the ball as well as Trent, and he will find Foden again. Foden's delivery, deflected on the way through. Keeper makes a meal of it. And it's a corner to England, but honestly, that could have gone anywhere. It hits the crossbar on the way through as well, which is quite balmy by all accounts, as Davies will find us with a header. Got Phil making the run alongside, but other than that, look how many shirts are back for Bulgaria, and yet we're still in possession of the ball here as we find Foden. Foden does well enough to give it back towards the edge of the area. Dele Alli shot, and Ali will make it 3. It's one-way traffic right now, which is to be expected here. But England are running rampant after a matter of half an hour. No problems for England in that first half then. 3-0 up at half-time. And to be fair, it was to be expected. You know, this isn't surprising. Portugal and Germany still yet to kick off. I don't know which way around we've got them. So we'll find that out after this game. But whoever it is who's coming up against us, if we can hit them for like 4 or 5 here, Bulgaria, we're going to have so much confidence going into that game. So I feel like we just have to keep going and try and get another 1 or 2. Pull myself over to the left-hand side and we will find Chilwell. 52 minutes in, England looking for number 4. Davies. Foden. Foden turns brilliantly in towards the box. Harry Kane found. He gives it towards the edge of the area. Trent Alexander-Arnold making the run through. We found him as well. Here he is, the fullback. Alexander-Arnold shot coming in and saved by the goalkeeper as we go on the quest for goal at number 4. Harry Kane coming off and Ben Brereton coming on for England now as well. So the captain off, but Brereton on in his place. There's delivering towards the middle. Stones his header again. Test the palms, but not quite finishing. Easy takeaway. And now Brereton's going to take that down the right. We're into the last couple of minutes here. Ben Brereton's ball inside. We've reached it ahead of the keeper as well. And there's number 4 for England. Brereton assisting it. We stole the ball originally to set the move up. And there is our second of today's game. It's padding the England stats. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Just pad those stats even further. England 4, Bulgaria 0 in the opening group stage game of the European Championships. And actually, we might not be done there because there's a free kick on the edge of Bulgaria's penalty area, which Brereton is stood over. Why is it Ben Brereton taking them? I would have thought it would have potentially been maybe Ali, Mason Mount as well, possibly. You know, these type of players, not Ben Brereton. I don't know. Maybe he's got unbelievable free kick stats and I just don't know that. But yeah, personally, I wouldn't have had Ben Brereton taking them. But still, looks like that's going to be it for game 1 then. 4-0 to England. And that is the 3 points to kickstart the group stage off. Good win this. And I'll take that with both hands. A brace for us as well. Not too bad. So it's actually Portugal up first then out of the 2 of them and Germany. And then following this, we were going to that one against Germany. I don't know how their first game ended. And I don't want to check it. I want it to be a bit of a surprise for me as well as you. But after a storming first performance against Bulgaria, we won it obviously 4-0. Which is what we come to expect. I mean, to them, it was as good as they can kind of be, you know, like they tried. But at the end of the day, when you come up against a team that's the world champions and that this sort of good when it comes to creating chances, it's going to be difficult, you know. So commiserations to Bulgaria, but we move forward into Portugal then, needing to get the same result here to continue the dominance and carry on in these Euros. So we'll see if we can do that. And remember as well, we are so far in that there will be no Ronaldo. I'm wondering if his regen will play, though. They've got Andre Silva leading the line. I don't actually know if his regen's in the game and where it plays, but yeah, it's so far in the future that he should have retired by now as Dele Alli towards Harry Kane immediately. England look on the front foot. I was offside by continuing there. Maitland-Niles in the side as well for England today. Didn't play against Bulgaria, but he makes an appearance here. Mason Mount in towards the area. Came on against the Bulgarians, and Mason Mount's delivery, and we already score inside 5 minutes. The finish off the underside of the crossbar, and England have the lead. Portugal not started off as they'd hoped. And Mason Mount's delivery is converted in the back of the net by us. Really good from England immediately to start this one off. It was on the weaker right foot as well, so I wasn't sure when this ball left my foot whether or not it was going over or not. But we kept it just off the underside of the crossbar. No chance for the goalkeeper. Defence didn't even have a clue where we were at that point. They weren't looking. And Portugal are behind. And they have it all to do. And that now is our 3rd goal in 2 European Championship appearances. This competition has started off brilliantly for us, hasn't it? Be intriguing to see as well. What I might do, if we continue on into the knockout rounds for that matter, is try and work out how many England goals we've actually got to our name and how many appearances. I mean, I could still do that anyway, even if we don't get through the group. But I'm assuming we will, given the circumstances being already 1-0 up here. But here come the Portuguese, and they're back on level terms. Andre Silva smashes in. Poor defending from England, like it was for Portugal in the first goal for England. But they take full advantage of it. And Andre Silva has smashed it home. Well then, back to all square we go. Really good work on that left-hand side. And then Silva just finishes it off brilliantly, like you do. Portugal 1, England 1. Back into the game they come. Kane, Ali. Ali does brilliantly, and Ali sends it through. Advantage played by the referee. We're going to get the shot away as well, and it's 2-1 England. And I've got to be honest, all I was looking for there was the palm back out towards Harry Kane. I wasn't sure it was going to go in, so I just levered the ball with everything I had, hoping he'd palm it back out into the danger area. I think we caught him by surprise, the goalkeeper, because he didn't actually move. Look, he jumps before he sets himself. maybe not thinking we were going to hit the shot. And we've smashed it in. And England restore their lead. It's our 4th in 2 games. And what a finish it is. But given the circumstances, you can't count out Portugal yet. I'm sure they'll still get back in this game. And as I said, my only actually intention of that goal there was to try and hit it as hard as I could and hope the goalkeeper was going to palm it back out into an area where we could tap it home. But it went all the way through and in the back of the net. And Portugal now have to answer back again like they did after the first. It's a bit of a different circumstance. You know, that goal came so fast for England at the beginning that I don't think it really affected Portugal. Whereas now, that one might have. We'll see. Ruben Neves in a good area for them. We'll find Gelson Martins. This is good. And it's a chance. Jack Butland has just pulled off a brilliant save. It keeps England in front. And Martins must have thought he'd put his side back in the game. That is a brilliant left hand from Jack Butland. There's a lot of power behind that shot. So to push it out with just one hand is sensational from the goalkeeper. Keeps the score 2-1. Oh, mistake as well made. Oh, massive mistake made by Cancelo. And now we go forward, driving at Portugal, looking for the cross. Cancelo redeems himself, though. Moment of just madness from the fullback. He jumped completely over the ball, missing it in the process, allowing us to break through. And luckily, he's got the speed that he can rely on to get back in and make that interception happen. Nothing coming from the corner either. So they got away with that, Portugal. Portugal trying to find a way back into this match. They've just brought off Guedes, though, so I'm not sure that was the best change for them to make. Paulinho trying to break through. England might get away here as well. Sent down the right-hand side to us as we turn on the inside and find a pass back to Mason Mount, who's going to play it through. Harry Kane come off, and I think this is Marcus Rashford now. Rashford makes it number 3. England are cruising here. Rashford given the captaincy as well as Harry Kane left the field of play, and he had to finish it because I tell you, look at this. Now, when you see from this angle, the 2 extra men on the other side, myself and Mason Mount, were both steaming forward. So if Rashford hadn't have scored, it'd have been answering to us too, asking about why he didn't square it. But he did score, so doesn't matter in that regard. England 3, Portugal 1. 2-goal advantage is restored, or at least given to us, I should say. And we are now hopefully heading to our second 3 points of this group stage, taking us to 6, and I think should also take us through. Here goes Rashford. Rashford sends one towards the right, which I'm just going to keep here as we carry on towards the penalty area and still. And now we get the cross across, and Rashford finishes it for 4. England running rampant here, and that should be the final bit of today's game. Marcus Rashford off the bench to score a brace. Sensational, and that is what we want to see from the substitutes of England. I mean, you can't really complain at that. We made the goal, Rashford finishes it, and that's exactly what you want to see, ladies and gentlemen. His second of the European Championships. We're on 4 after only 2 games, so we've got goals in this team, and there goes the full-time whistle then. And depending on how this one finished, between Germany and Portugal in game 1, we could well be through the group, because if Germany won that one, it means we now face each other for the top seed out of this group. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is how it looks then. So we are in fact out of our group. We have got through, but now it's deciding who gets top seed out of us and Germany. We face each other, and what Portugal need right now is for us to beat Germany and for them to beat Bulgaria. And how many goals is that? They're on. Germany's goal difference is 5. Portugal's is -3. So depending on what the score is between us and them in this next game, could swing it. Elsewhere, Netherlands and France are currently the top 2. Romania's doing all right, actually. They've got 2 draws. And Netherlands face off against France now. So Romania, if they beat Slovenia, could well get themselves out of this group. Wow. Fair play, Romania. We then have Group B, which currently Czech Republic is topping. Greece in second. Belgium down in third. Another surprising one there. And Greece and the Czech Republic play against each other up next. And only one of them can go through. So Belgium need that result to go their way and hope that Czech Republic take that and that they beat the Northern Ireland. And then it's in Group A, Poland and Turkey are... Poland and Spain. I read that one with Turkey in there in third as well. So there's some interesting groups going on at the moment. But for us, it's just about getting the job done against Germany as well. We've got to end the season off here and move into next year. And await what is to come in regards to any potential transfers that might happen. So we will find out in a few minutes. So we are into our new season. We will deal with any transfers should they come through at a later stage. For now, though, It's time to go into game against Germany to decide the top seed heading into the knockout rounds of this Europa League. And for them, they're actually not even secured a spot in that one. So they could still get out and be out of the competition entirely. We see Timo Werner there on the right-hand side, though. Again, it's a strong team from England. Expecting big things from this England lineup then as we go into game. It's trying to stop Germany and potentially knock them out of the competition should the result be correct. And then obviously, however, Portugal and Romania get on in there. Portugal and Bulgaria get on in their games. And we get to see who gets out of the other groups. And we had such a fast start to the game against Portugal as we already pick up a free kick here for England too. And I don't think we'll get another one, but you never know. It could still happen. As we already look for a chance. Alexander-Arnold over this cross, and it's already there, and it's already a chance. I don't believe it. We've done it again. Oh, my goodness. 5th goal of our European Championships. I can't even remember what it's called. And yet again, we've started off on the front foot. The cross from Alexander-Arnold finds us in the box. We're not picked up tightly enough, and we power a header into the top corner. And Germany are behind after 3 minutes. I said what a start against Portugal, but this is even quicker against Germany. What a start again. Oh my goodness. Kane out wide. Again, we're into the box. It goes near post this time, and ter Stegen will come out to collect against our teammate in Germany's goal today, and we've already got one against him too. I mean, he'll know all about our quality that we have. He's played with us enough at Barcelona to know that, as we find Ali. Ali trying to flick it across. It's in again, Maitland-Niles! It's 2-0 England! And we're only 15 minutes in. Ter Stegen beaten again. I said before we kicked off that Portugal will be looking at this game for us to do them a solid. Well, at the minute, it's certainly looking like that. 2 to the good in the game against Germany. And for them, they're not actually qualified yet. They have to rely on Portugal not getting a result against Bulgaria, and this not getting embarrassing for them here. They've got a good goal difference to fall back on, though, have Germany, should they need it. But at the moment, the way this has started, you don't know exactly how it's going to finish. This could be a pretty one-sided victory for England if the Germans aren't careful, like I said. Woohoo! I mean, I expect them to come back because they're a good team. There's no denying that. You know, they are a good side. So I expect them to have their say on the match at some stage. But as the start goes, they couldn't really ask for a worse one. Wolf, Weigl, Davies cuts it out, and Maitland-Niles will find our feet as we carry forward up towards Harry Kane. Kane to Maitland-Niles, and he will feed it to Alexander-Arnold, who's going to send it through to us. And England looks so good on the counter here as we try and get it past the defender, which we have done. Kane's waiting, so is Maitland-Niles, and Maitland-Niles makes it 3. Oh, I don't even know what to say. Look at that defending. It's horrific from that defender there. And Dele Alli ducks just in front of ter Stegen. He's not in an offside position, so they can't claim that either. And ter Stegen is beaten for a 3rd time already in the game. We're not even at half an hour, and it's 3-0 England. At the minute, a Maitland-Niles double is sending England in at half-time, up by 3-0. I bet Ainsley Maitland-Niles could have expected to say that before we kicked off today, but that is how it's found its way out. As Alexander-Arnold going to send it through. One last chance before the half-time whistle here, maybe for England, as we drive inside again. Turn away, and still with the ball at our feet. We continue. Shot coming in, and ter Stegen does very well to save it. Harry Kane can't keep the ball in play, and that will take us into half-time then. 3-0 England. Job done already here. And unfortunately, there'll be no hat-trick for Maitland-Niles. He's just come off. Phil Foden takes his spot in the game. But still, you have to credit Maitland-Niles today. He's got himself a brace. Would have been great to see him get a hat-trick. Imagine if he had have done. Anyway, Foden on. And now England break again here with Chilwell. Kimmich does us just enough as he finds Ali. Chilwell. Ali back on the inside. And that is a great England move. Didn't expect to get the return, but we've got it and we finished it. England 4, Germany 0. We're going to pick up the ball as well. I did not expect to get the ball back from Ali there in that position. So the shot had to be very quick indeed. I believe it might be an own goal. No, it's not. We have been credited. It's our 6th in 3 group stage games. 2 in number 1, 2 in game 2, and now 2 in game 3. No hat-trick yet, though. 2 minutes injury time. Tuanzebe trying to get away down the right. Unable to do it. Havertz steps in, but the Germany side here has not been good enough. And it's going to be England 4, Germany 0 at full time. Only conceding one single goal in the entirety of the group stages today. And that came against Portugal. A totally dominant England display. Unbelievable from them. They have performed their socks off, if you can say that. Maitland-Niles with a brace here alongside us too. Still no hat-trick, but 2 goals and an assist for us. I mean, that match facts show you the entire story. Not good enough from Germany. And in the end, it doesn't matter because Portugal have drawn with Bulgaria. So Bulgaria do get their first points on the board. Credit to them. Well done. And that is obviously a good showing for them as well. What it does mean for Bulgaria, actually, is if we take a look at the group stages, as we have got already our draw for the quarterfinals then, that they actually don't do too badly. They were able to get themselves a point on the board. Is there any side in this who haven't managed a point yet? Yes, there is. Northern Ireland managed no points in Group B. So, Group A was Poland and Spain, ladies and gentlemen. Poland going out as number 1, Spain in number 2. So, Turkey and Norway, unfortunately, dropping out of that group. We then got Czech Republic and Greece. Belgium did not qualify. Belgium won, but Greece and the Czech Republic ended up with a 0-0 draw, which, of course, means that they go through. Unbelievable scenes there. Group C, France and Slovenia are the 2 sides, which is quite interesting when you consider the fact that before this started off, I believe Romania were in there with 2 points. And before that, I kind of looked at it thinking they were going to go. But it's France and Slovenia who make it through then. Slovenia winning 3-1 against Romania. And France winning 2-1 against the Netherlands. So that's quite surprising to say the least. So the quarterfinals have now been drawn. Poland will play Greece. France will play Germany. That will be a tremendous game right there. Czech Republic and Spain go head-to-head, with us beginning our quarterfinals and the next episode off with a game against Slovenia. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end for today's episode of My Player Career Mode then. And we find ourselves into the quarterfinals of the European Championships. Leave your comment predictions down below where you think we will finish. If you have enjoyed today's episode, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, guys, thank you so much for all of your support. We do actually have a loan offer here to go through as well. And it's from Arsenal, which we will not be accepting because I'm not going back to the Premier League. So we will wait for another offer to come in. But if you aren't around here, like we see, hit that subscribe button. We upload every single day. If you want to be notified whenever new videos go live as well, make sure you have notifications turned on alongside it. And I will see you all for the next episode of My Player, hopefully tomorrow, when we are about to get ourselves into the weekend. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you again tomorrow, guys. Adios.